Want to get paid to write? In this video, I'm sharing exactly what it takes to build your copywriting business from scratch and how to become a highly paid, highly sought after copywriter today. Yes, even if you have zero experience, a 9-to-5 job, don't speak English as your first language, or have never even considered yourself to be a writer. And if you stick around to the end, I will give you a copy of my Confident Copywriter Roadmap for free, so keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex. I am really excited for this video because there is nothing I love more than helping new and aspiring copywriters create the lives and businesses of their dreams. And hey, you're already here, which means you are one step closer than you were just 1 minute ago. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal everything, and I mean everything you need to get started copywriting. The most common reasons new copywriters get stuck, different ways to gain experience as a new copywriter, what it looks like to make 6 figures as a copywriter, and the 8-step checklist you need to follow to get there. So whether you're just copy curious and you're not really sure if you're ready to take the leap into a new career just yet, or you know you're ready to create your dream life and ignite your copywriting business from scratch, but you have no idea where to start, or you're already getting paid to write, but you're ready to take your skills to the next level and create a life of full-time freedom, baby, you are in the right place. Right here on my channel, I have a ton of videos to help you make your business dreams a reality, from mindset to marketing to making money and more. So if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel below, and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. And if you're already part of the posse, welcome back. You know I like to keep things simple around here and break everything down into actionable steps that make sense. So with that, let's get started with step numero uno, make a decision. Yes, you need to choose. I know it sounds like stupidly simple, and it is, but it is the most important step, because without it, you will waffle and you will wait and you will wonder for years, what if? The number one question I get from aspiring copywriters is this: Alex, how do I know if I'm ready? And this is also the number one reason why most people never get started in the first place. Starting something new is scary as hell, I know, and so our brains come up with like a million reasons why it won't work. You're not ready, you work full-time, you parent full-time, you have no experience, the market is oversaturated, AI is taking over, and on it goes. I always find it funny how much we use our creativity to create reasons why something won't work rather than how it could. So this is my challenge for you right now. Instead of coming up with a million reasons why this couldn't work out for you, you know the ones you say to yourself over and over again, come up with just one reason why it could work out, and then make a decision to go for it. Because here's a little secret: ready is not a feeling, it is a decision. You will never feel ready. So keep this in mind. The most successful people in the world are not successful because they know a secret that you don't. They are successful because they make more decisions faster in their lives and businesses. So write this down. Successful people make fast decisions, even if they are the wrong ones. When you view every single decision you make as either a win or a lesson, you can never lose. I'll walk you through a powerful mindset shift for making a radically aligned decision in my Confident Copywriter Roadmap, and I'll tell you where you can get your hands on that for free at the end of this video. All right, now let's move on to step number 2, find a mentor. Yes, this is when you commit. So there are 2 ways that you can build your dream business. Number 1, you can do it yourself. That's the long way. Or number 2, you can get support from someone who has been there, done that, and that is the fast way. Now, I'm not saying it has to be me, but commit to learning from someone. And whatever you do not try to learn from everyone, right? Newsflash, there is more than one path to success. And just about every single expert out there is teaching a different way to accomplish the same end goal, and one does not negate the other. Because you already know this, if you try to find competing information on the internet, you will find it. So if you try to learn all the things from all the experts, you're just going to confuse yourself. Trust me, if you listen to one person's path and then stop and go, oh wait, but that person did it this way, and then abandon your current path to go in another direction, you'll end up taking way longer to get where you want to go, or you may never get there at all because you're just jumping all over the place and you feel like you just need more and you're not getting it right. Now, this is a hard concept for a lot of people to get behind, because I get that we feel like we need to learn all the things from all the experts in order to be successful, or before we even start, which means you never will. But nope, the absolute best thing you can do to fast track your success is to commit to learning from one mentor, follow one path, and then go for it. Stop overthinking it. And then after you've gotten all the foundational skills down, that's when you can start to expand your skill set and learn different topics and strategies from different people. So remember, first go deep, then go broad, and that will set you up for success. All right, now on to step number 3, invest in yourself. And you better believe this takes some courage. So another little interesting quirk about us humans is that we tend to overestimate what other people can do, and we underestimate what we can do, which is ironic because you can't control what anybody else does. You can only control you. And that is why you are the surest asset you have. Yes, you. Write that down. Invest in yourself and you will see an ROI. And I don't mean just money. Invest your time, your energy, your effort. Put skin in the game, create an action plan, and start taking serious action. Yes, it will feel scary to invest in that course, or to tell your friends and family that you're doing something new, or to set that goal that you have never dared dreamed of, to try something you have absolutely no experience in, right? But all it takes is just one moment of courage to change the trajectory of the rest of your life. So remember this. Courage comes before confidence. If you wait until you feel confident, you will be waiting forever. So stop waiting and just start taking action right now, even if it's a little step. All right, moving on to step number 4, grow your skills. This is when you start cultivating your skills and really improving and getting better at what you do. If you want to be a copywriter, you have to learn the skill of copywriting, of course. I mean, that's pretty obvious. You have to learn, you have to start somewhere, and you have to be a beginner before you can be an expert. So many people never chase their dreams or start a new hobby or do anything new because they are terrified of looking stupid. I can't tell you the number of times I've heard that and the number of times that I have thought it. But the hard truth is there is no other way, right? When you were a baby learning how to walk for the first time, did you feel stupid when you stumbled at first? No, that seems so silly to even say. Did anyone look at you like you were an idiot? No, they cheered you on and they rooted for you to succeed. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot start something new and be a pro right away. It takes practice, lots of practice, depending on what you're learning. And yes, you will probably suck at first. Everybody sucks at first. I sucked at first. Once upon a time, I was a crappy copywriter and entrepreneur, right? So give yourself permission to suck and then get over it. Continue to show up, learn, and practice, and that is the only way to grow and get better. So here are some tips for how you can do that. First, write something every day. It doesn't have to be just copywriting. You can write a story or a poem or a slogan, right? It doesn't really matter. Just get in the habit of writing daily. Next, study the emails, the ads, the sales pages you see online. Next, practice writing hooks. I post practice posts all the time on my Instagram account where you can come play around and have some fun with the posse. Next, take a practical copywriting program if that's accessible to you. I have an 8-week copywriter training program that teaches you everything you need to know to get started from scratch, and you can learn more about that in the description box below. And you'll find a ton more ways for how you can practice inside my Confident Copywriter Roadmap. The more time you dedicate to practicing, and yes, sucking at first, the faster you will get good. As I always say, the secret to writing good copy is to step 1, write bad copy, and step 2, fix it. All right, let's move on to step number 5, build your portfolio. This is where you really expand your capability. This is a step that everyone always wants to skip, but sorry, if you want to be a copywriter, you need a portfolio. Don't just take my word for it. Here's what Nikki Lorenzo, the creative director and copywriter at Ogilvy, one of the biggest advertising agencies in the world, had to say when asked, do you think that having a portfolio is important for copywriters? She said, you have to have one. It's not important. It's like you have to have one. It's not even a question. If you don't have a portfolio, what are you even doing? Unless you have a friend who works at the agency that recommends you, you need a portfolio to get in, to even get looked at. Your portfolio is everything when it comes to copywriting. You don't need formal education. You don't need previous writing experience. You don't need an impressive resume. You don't even need a massive social presence or any social presence at all. But yes, you do need a portfolio, but hey, that's one thing you need, and then you can forget the rest. If you don't have one, you're gonna have a really hard time finding anyone who is willing to hire you if they can't see your work. Brands and businesses wanna see what you've got before they can give you a shot. So how do you build your portfolio if you have no prior writing experience? Simple, write mock copy. I list out tons of ideas to help you do this inside my free Confident Copywriter Roadmap, and that'll be all yours at the end of this video. All right, moving on to step number 6, find your first client. This is when you get to claim what you do. You could learn all the skills, practice night and day, and build an awesome portfolio, but if you don't put yourself out there, then you aren't gonna get very far, right? Because I mean, how else is anyone gonna find you and actually hire you? So this is really important. Claiming your new career path does not necessarily mean you feel confident yet. It means that you're willing to tell the world who you are and what you're up to. Let people know that you've started a copywriting business or side hustle, or that you're learning the skill and building your portfolio. Talk about it on social media. Reach out to the business owners that you know. Start networking and building professional connections, start conversations, and apply for jobs. I've had students who have landed their first client before even graduating from my 8-week program, simply by posting about what they're learning on their Instagram stories. I have also had students land clients by cold emailing and reaching out directly to business owners they followed. I've had students whose first client was their boss at their current 9-to-5 and heard that they were learning copywriting and wanted to give them a chance. I've had students land clients by talking to their tables at their serving jobs, and countless other ways. But listen, there is no magic way to find clients, or no magic source where all clients live, except for maybe the Copy Posse Launch Pad job board. But different things work for different people, so you should try and test a few of these methods. Finding your first client is often the hardest and slowest part of starting your freelance copywriting business, but if you follow all of the steps that I've outlined above, I promise it will be way easier. And once you get your first one, it becomes a lot easier to get more. It takes 80% of a rocket's fuel to leave the Earth's atmosphere, so that takes a lot of work, but once you're there, you're in orbit and you have done it. Again, if you want a list of all my favorite ways to find clients, make sure to grab a copy of my Confident Copywriter Roadmap, because I have them all listed out for you. All right, there are only 2 steps left. Step number 7, gain experience and confidence. So you get a client, you hone your skills, you perfect your portfolio, and then you lather, rinse, repeat. Repeat this cycle over and over and over again. That is how you gain experience. That is how your confidence grows. You gain confidence through experience. That is the only way. You can't magically download it. I wish we could. I'd be a billionaire if I could sell that to you. You build up your experience and your client roster. You level up your marketing skills. You better serve your clients. You continue learning and growing. And this process could be as slow or as fast as you want it. You could choose to go all in and make freelance copywriting your full-time thing. You could choose to do it part-time like a side hustle while you pursue other passions, or work 9-to-5 or parent. Or you might decide not to do freelance at all and instead take on a job with an agency or be an in-house copywriter as you start your career. And hey, there is no shame in getting paid to write full-time as an employee at first. That is a great way to grow and hone your skills and get paid for it before you go fully freelance. Not to mention, many of those positions are remote, so you can do them from home. Now, there are plenty of opportunities and different paths that you can take to build your experience and gain more confidence, and that is where the last step, the most exciting step, finally comes into play. Step number 8, you consciously design your life. Yes, you create the life of your dreams. As your experience grows, your confidence grows, your referrals grow, something really amazing starts to happen. You realize that you actually have complete control over the way your life looks and feels. You can say no to clients that don't feel good or who you don't vibe with. You can trade up your clients. You can raise your rates. You can negotiate retainers and commissions. You get to decide how, when, and where you work. You get to decide which projects you take on and which projects you'll pass on. And this is when you get to consciously create the life you've always wanted. It doesn't happen overnight, of course not. And I'm not saying it's a walk in the park. You have to go through those first 7 steps first. You need to learn the skill, practice it, find clients, hone your skills, and gain more confidence before you get to this step. But I can tell you for a fact that you can get here very quickly if you're dedicated to this roadmap. I have students who have gone from making $1,000 a month to well over 6 figures in as little as 1 year. Think about that for a minute. I don't know of a single other profession or skill set on the planet that you can learn and scale in such a short amount of time. And it all starts with step number 1, a decision to start. And if you need a little help getting started, make sure to grab your copy of my Confident Copywriter Roadmap in the description box below. And until next time, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. Want to know the single biggest difference between a side hustle copywriter who is overworked, underpaid, and overstretched versus a 6-figure copywriter who is excelling, thriving, and absolutely dominating their niche? Keep watching.